Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. Beaufort County government still has its issues, the Defusky Ferry controversy being just the latest, but County Council believes the 6 months under interim administrator John Robinson have been, in Council's words, calming. Still, the Council is going to go ahead with hiring a search firm to try to find a more permanent replacement for Robinson, who can apply for the job. Robinson replaced the fired Eric Greenway last summer. Council hopes to have a new county administrator by July 1st. It has become tradition for the Hilton Head Land Trust to name the baby birds being hatched in a nest that the group keeps watch over with its raptor cam. There were the bald eagle chicks named Harriet and Mitch, ospreys Charles and Charlotte, and now the great horned owls have been named Bayley and Joshua. Bayley for John Bayley of Ireland, who was first granted the area, including Hilton Head, back in 1698 before it was divided up in 1722. Joshua is named for General Joshua Howell, as in Fort Howell, built to protect Mitchellville during the Civil War. You can watch the progress of the nest at WHHIlandtrust.org. Governor McMaster's losing patience with the House and the Senate in their squabble over a new law that would give you the right to carry a gun in the open without a permit. Now, that's pretty much the gist of the bill passed by the State House last year. The State Senate added some amendments last week that would lower the age for permitless carry to 18 from 21 and offer gun training in every county of the state. But the House is rejecting those changes, sending the bill back to the Senate, where it might just not pass this session, angering the governor, who says something needs to be done to stop the revolving door for career criminals to keep getting weapons. State lawmakers are also considering a new law that might just have the unintended consequence of holding nearly half of the state's third graders to repeat it next year. A major proposal called Read to Succeed would require teachers to follow a strict approach to help younger students achieve fundamental literacy skills. In other words, getting kids reading at least the third grade level, something the Department of Education says nearly half of third graders in the state cannot do. The new instructional program to change all that is known as the Science of Reading. It appears to have had some success in Mississippi. And another day, another lottery story, and now another millionaire. A man bought a $10 Riches game scratch-off at a convenience store in Newberry, scratched it off right there, and won $1 million before sunrise. He said he nearly had a heart attack. He's already got his share of the million and says it's going to go toward his retirement, which you might think will be sooner rather than later. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. Big weekend coming up in sports. Justin Jarrett has the latest.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We had another round of college signings on Thursday, culminating a longtime dream for student athletes who have devoted themselves to their craft and balanced it with their studies, including 6 Sharks who signed their letters of intent at May River High School. Among them were a trio of standouts from the girls' soccer team that has high hopes for this spring, with center mid Zoe Stevenson headed to Anderson University, defender Madison Dibert choosing Columbia College, and forward Ariana Bevan picking USC Lancaster. 2 baseball stars also made it official, as first baseman Joseph Scroeder signed with Erskine College and outfielder Tanon Mankowski chose Truett-McConnell, while volleyball standout Jocelyn Roper is headed to Bridgewater College in Virginia. North Greenville landed electric receiver Tanon Mankowski, who starred on 2 state championship teams at Thomas Hayward before finishing his high school career with another title run at Hilton Head Christian Academy last fall. Last night in the gyms, Battery Creek's boys closed out the regular season with a 51-39 win over Hanahan. The Cross girls outdueled Hilton Head Prep in Sea Pines. Bridges Prep swept Branchville, and Patrick Henry took 2 from Holy Trinity. Lily and Lucas had 31 for the girls, and Forest Ferry put up 37 for the boys. Tonight marks the regular season finale for many area high school basketball teams, and we'll round up a busy slate on the Lowco Hoops Report at 10 p.m. Friday. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
So what's the weather going to be like for all those games and for playing golf this weekend and into next week? Maria Soden?
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like it's going to be warming up just in time for the weekend, and we're not going to be seeing as much rain as originally had been forecasted, but we are going to be seeing a little bit of rain, and we're going to see temperatures take a little bit of a dip once we get into next week. So taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be cloudy and again warmer, with Hillnet having a high of 66, a low of 53, Bluffton's going to have a high of 69, a low of 52, and Buford's going to have a high of 69 and a low of 53. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy, with Hillnet having a high of 67, a low of 56, Bluffton's going to have a high of 70, a low of 56, and Buford's going to have a high of 71 and a low of 56. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 7:10, and sunset's going to be at 6:04. Looking at the beach tides, Saturday high tide's going to be at 9:28 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 4:39 p.m. And then come Sunday, high tide's going to be at 10:17 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 5:26 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday it's going to be cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and going into the evening. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 50s. Then come Tuesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with the highs getting into the 60s. Lows are going to drop down into the 40s. And then come Wednesday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 60s, and then lows are going to be in the 40s and 30s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, we're going to find out who the Grand Marshal of the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Hilton Head Island is going to be. It's a face and a voice you just might recognize. We're also going to get caught up with Second Helpings and the great work they do on the island. Stay with us.